Arch Manning is heading back to Texas. The Longhorns are preparing for their Citrus Bowl matchup against Michigan later this month, but the young quarterback confirmed he's returning to college for at least another season. In a text message to Dave Wilson of ESPN, Cooper Manning stated that Arch is playing football at Texas next year. This decision dramatically impacts the outlook for quarterback-needy teams in both 2026 and 2027. Manning's return means options for teams needing a quarterback are dwindling fast. He's the latest quarterback to withdraw from next spring's draft. Earlier this month, South Carolina's Lenora Sellers announced his return to campus. Now, with Manning joining him, two quarterbacks in the first-round discussion are heading back to school. The buzz around Manning coming into the season quickly faded after the redshirt sophomore struggled early. Texas lost their season opener against Ohio State, despite starting ranked number 1 nationally. Manning looked uneven in victories and threw 2 interceptions in a loss to a Florida team nearly firing their head coach. However, the second half of the season brought transformation. His 3-touchdown performance against Vanderbilt turned heads. So did his season finale victory over unbeaten Texas A&M. While the Longhorns missed the college football playoff, Manning's stock began rising again. Nate Tice of Yahoo Sports, one of the media's best quarterback evaluators, declared in late November that Manning would be in line for the number 1 pick if he entered the draft. Now he's heading back to campus. Where does this leave the 2026 quarterback class? Still with major questions to answer. Fernando Mendoza, fresh off winning both the Big Ten championship and the Heisman Trophy, is widely expected to declare, potentially becoming the first quarterback selected, but he hasn't confirmed his plans. Oregon's Dante Moore is another top prospect with remaining eligibility who hasn't stated his intentions. Even if Mendoza and Moore declare, look at the current draft order. The New York Jets, Las Vegas Raiders, and Cleveland Browns are just 3 teams inside the top 10 that could pursue quarterbacks next spring. The Arizona Cardinals face decisions regarding Kyler Murray at number 6. The Los Angeles Rams, holding Atlanta's first-round pick from the James Pierce trade, could seek a future quarterback. That's more than 2 teams for potentially 2 quarterbacks. Other options exist. Ty Simpson played into first-round discussions mid-season, but subpar games as Alabama closed their regular season faded his stock. Drew Aller's injury dropped him from potential day 1 to day 2 or 3 consideration. Garrett Nussmeier began the year in first-round conversations, but faded as LSU struggled. The major point? Manning's return transformed an already thin quarterback class into an even thinner group. Looking forward to 2027, assuming Manning declares after another Texas season, the class looks potentially deep on paper. With both Manning and Sellers returning, 2 first-round caliber quarterbacks gain another development year. That class could feature Julian Sayin, who finished his first Ohio State starting season as a Heisman finalist. C.J. Carr from Notre Dame ranks among potential Heisman contenders after a strong debut. Other names include Gunner Stockton from Georgia and several quarterbacks who've entered the transfer portal. Right now, the 2027 quarterback group looks very deep and could get deeper, but development isn't linear. Things change dramatically over a season.